Hi, friends. Welcome back to the show. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in to Play the Game podcast. We are so incredibly thankful for all of you guys and, of course, our sponsors. Without them, without you guys, this show would not be what it is. We are doing it from the bottom of our hearts. We're having a ton of fun with it, but you guys and our sponsors are so crucial. You guys are the lifeblood of what we are doing. This episode is brought to you by our newest sponsor. We are so incredibly excited to bring to you guys the best CBD brand that we have been able to find, Heal Brand. They are so incredibly awesome. They have an incredibly awesome product. I'm going to say incredible one more time because it's that incredible. Heal Brand CBD has nanotechnology. What is nanotechnology? Sounds cool, looks cool. Well, it's really cool. Basically, they have figured out a way to micronize the CBD content so that it can break through the cellular wall and get into you as fast as possible. You need less to do more, and you feel it way faster than your traditional CBD. I've used CBD for a long time. I think, honestly, a lot of good brands out there. There's so much good CBD. CBD is amazing. I've used it for multiple years now. It's something that really helps with anxiety, but most importantly for me, it's helped with sleep. Sleep is absolutely crucial to recovery, to overall happiness, to your mood. I think a lot of people overlook just how important CBD is. So Tyler and myself, we try to align ourselves with brands that help us live better lives. Heal Brand, hands down, is the best CBD product we've ever used. We tested it for a couple weeks before we decided to partner with them. As we do with all of our products, we make sure that we want to use it on a daily basis before we bring it to you guys. And Heal Brand CBD is just phenomenal. Typically with a normal CBD brand, I would usually take anywhere between 60 to 100 milligrams per night. With Heal Brand, I only need about 15 to 20 milligrams of CBD, and it does the same job, if not better. I actually am thinking about lowering my dose because it has completely knocked me into oblivion. My dreams have been amazing. My sleep has been awesome. I've been waking up feeling like, whoa, just absolutely spectacular. We love this stuff. They have a few awesome products to go along with their regular CBD. If you guys have pets, they have pet chews. You know, a lot of pets really do benefit from CBD, especially if they have issues with their joints, inflammation, anything like that, or they're restless, maybe they don't behave. Give them some CBD, they're going to do very, very, very well. They also have an amazing knockout drink that I've been taking with the CBD, and basically this has their nano CBD, but it also has some other amazing herbs that help you get a really good night's sleep. This stuff is phenomenal. It's good for all parts of the day. They have an awake formula as well. You guys just have to check it out. Try it for yourself. They have very cheap options to get into if you just want to test it in the knockout formula and the amp awake formula. It does have the CBD, the nano CBD in it, as well as the other stuff. But if you guys would like, you could head over to healbrand.com. Use code PLAYTHEGAME at checkout. You'll get 10% off. It's a, as usual, great way to support the show. And if you guys are interested in just finding a way to sleep better and reduce some anxiety, this is truly the way. It is awesome stuff. If you guys have any questions, reach out to us and we're happy to help and respond and get you guys some more information. Again, that's healbrand.com. That's HEALBRAND.com. Code PLAYTHEGAME for 10% off. And we hope you guys enjoy it. This show is also brought to you by Transfuse. Transfuse, another spectacular product that we love. We use every single day. This is the best electrolyte drink on the market. In our opinion, we've used many things. I've used Pedialyte, Gatorade, Motive Pure, all sorts of different stuff that did work very well. No knock against them. But what all of those things did not have that Transfuse has is the brain-boosting components and the immune-boosting vitamins. Zinc, vitamin C, vitamin B, all of these things to add to your electrolyte drink that make it basically an amazing multivitamin that is also hydrating you with magnesium, potassium, sodium. Transfuse is the best. It's awesome. It tastes great. Low sugar. There's only 4 grams, and it's stevia. It's amazing for you. This stuff is fantastic. As I always say, guys, I love the watermelon lime. Tropical Bliss is a close second, and the blue raspberry is in third place, but definitely no slouch. We love all the flavors. We love this product. I take these multiple times a day sometimes. Again, during these times, keeping a strong immune system is so, so, so important. So the fact that it hydrates me and keeps me incredibly boosted immune-wise and keeps my cognitive function at a high level, I just love this stuff and love the entire partnership. Transfuse takes care of us, and they're just an amazing brand. If you guys want, you could head over to translabs.com. That's TRANZLABS.com. Use code PLAYTHEGAME at checkout. You'll get 10% off. But what we have recently worked out with them for you guys, if you become a subscriber to where you can pick and choose however many boxes you want them to ship you each month, they will ship them to you. So you don't have to deal with it. You don't have to hassle it. You don't have to put in your card information. You can just get your product shipped to you every single month. If you use the code and subscribe, you get an additional 11% off. So essentially you get a total of 21% off the product, which makes it very affordable. Look, everybody, just cut out the sodas, cut out the sugar, the nonsense, the Gatorades, use Transfuse, live better, feel better. It's awesome stuff. And again, it's a great way to support the show. When you guys support our sponsors, it helps us tremendously, and we can't thank you enough. We really hope you guys have been enjoying this product. I know a lot of you guys have been sending in messages of how much you love it, you enjoy it, you're thankful for it, and we are too. Again, we would not give you guys any products that we do not use on our own on a daily basis. So again, that's translabs.com, TRANZLABS.com. and code PLAYTHEGAME, as always. This episode is also brought to you by G2 Paintball. G2 Paintball is doing big things right now. They are really blowing up. They're having some amazing events out there in Arizona. G2 Paintball is a paintball athletics company that is designed to make you a better paintball athlete. The whole mission behind G2 Paintball is to teach you how to train your body for paintball-specific movements so that you can maximize your abilities on the field. A lot of people train improperly for whatever it is they're doing. You need to make sure you have very specific training when you're preparing for an event, whether it be tennis or baseball or basketball or football or paintball. G2 Paintball is designed specifically for paintball. They come out to the paintball combine. It is one of the ways that we test a lot of the students and players that come out to these events. We have a very good system in place. Tyler Harmon goes out there. He works with them as well. It is owned by Rusty Glaze and Victor Gamboa of San Diego Dynasty. Myself, Brandon Unger, Ryan Greenspan, some of the names that will be working with G2 Paintball in the future as well. Get out to these events, check them out, see what it's about, see if G2 Paintball can help you, because I'm pretty sure it can. The website is g2paintball.com, so you guys can head over, check them out, see when some upcoming events are, see if you're able to make it to any of them, and we hope to see you at some of these events very soon. We hope to just see you soon. Honestly, all of you guys have been amazing. We love, so far, Tyler and myself have gone to some events, some clinics, and we see people there that are listening to the show, and you guys bring it up to us, and we love it so much. We want to talk to you guys. We want to engage. We want to discuss paintball, life, the world, everything. So thank you guys so much, again, for being major supporters of the show. We really think you're going to enjoy this one. We got to sit down with Blake Yarber. Blake Yarber is just a dynamite person. He's the best. We absolutely love him. One of our favorite teammates and humans in the entire world. And oh my goodness, he has some amazing travel stories. So without further ado, we're going to hop in the show and let you guys really enjoy this one. All right.
That was an insane inside move by Marcelo Margot. Great communication.
And the crowd starts chanting Harmon.
Great shot by all the guys. So Tyler Harmon saved that game.
He came out with 2 wins. Marcelo Margot was on fire.
And we're live. Yarber, Blakey
Yes.
Blake.
Yes,
what's happening?
That was very difficult to figure out this technology.
You did great. I think you did a phenomenal job. And my God, dude, we have him, the Panther, the milk connoisseur, the world traveler. We have Blake Yarber with us. And dude, it's so good to see you. I miss you with all my heart, man. This has been so crazy not being able to see you for so long.
Great to see you too.
Dude, heck yeah, man. I hope you're doing good over there. Give us the breakdown, dude. You're in San Francisco. What is it like in that city during these times?
Yeah. Moved up here a year ago to work for a friend of mine. Most people will commonly know him as Alex. Anyways, so I've been living in San Francisco for a year now. The weather appears pristine.
Are you talking about the Eggman?
The Eggman.
Okay, Alex Frazier. Yeah, the legend.
There we go.
My teammate, my personal mentor. He's done a lot for me in my life.
Yeah.
A lot of people can say that.
Yeah.
Maybe not the
Absolutely.
teammate part, but personal mentor. Alex Frazier is the man.
He's
one of the-
mentored. Yeah.
He's one of the people I look up to most of my life. He's not afraid. He doesn't give it to you softly. He tells you what you need to know.
Yeah.
And he doesn't give it to you
Yeah.
soft so you can make your adjustments and
Mm-hmm.
and whatever it is in life, in paintball, whatever.
Very true.
So
Alex,
I very much so value him as a friend and mentor.
dude, Alex is literally one of my favorite people I've ever met in my whole life. Like on the human chart, there's some great aliens out there and all that kind of stuff. The humans, Alex is the creme de la creme, dude. He's top charts. There's nobody better than Alex. And he, like we said, he's mentored so many players in paintball, which is crazy. He's left his imprint on like literally all of the top names in paintball. Yeah.
He's a very sharp individual. He really is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love his friendship, so I'm very lucky.
Yeah, he's the boss up there in NorCal. Shout out to Alex Frazier. We love him and miss him. Can't wait to see him soon. How's Alex holding up through all this?
Yeah, he's great. He's up in he's north side of the bridge. He's building guns for Field 1 right now.
I'm so sorry. We got to address. Ty, is that your son? I'm so sorry.
No.
Oh no, this is outside of my window. So
Oh my goodness, this is you, Blake? Holy smokes!
Sorry, I have I have windows that amplify the sound.
Okay,
Yeah.
we just want to address it to the listeners to see, because I heard a crying baby, and that makes sense. Blake's in the cut in San Francisco, in the city, which was the original question here from Tyler, but it's chaos up there. It's pretty fitting that there's a screaming baby right outside of your window right now.
Yeah, and here comes the fire engine.
Holy moly!
This is every day.
This is life. Wow.
This is all day for me.
Okay. My goodness.
Typically,
tell us, dude, what's been going on there, man? How is it? Give the listeners a little taste of what you've been going through, because some of the stories you've told us, I mean, it's pretty crazy. It's crazy up there right now.
Yeah. It's a stunning city. It really is. The weather is pristine. It's insane. But the homeless situation is pretty rife here. They're out all night, and they're usually tweaking right outside my bedroom window here and losing their wigs until.
Do you see a lot of the homeless people doing drugs or?
Oh yeah.
Because there's a good share.
Yeah.
Is that child okay?
Oh, he sounds great.
This is a good day for him. Man, it's not funny. It's sad, damn.
I see a lot of homeless with, passed out on the street with the needle still in their arm.
No.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
That's very normal. It's just unfortunate. They need help.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm not talking about food. I'm not talking about money. Right. I'm talking about the government needs to step in and put some systems in place to get these people
back on their feet. Yeah.
Back on their feet, off the drugs.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a multi-layered thing, right? I mean,
they need a focus right now. Their only focus in life is drugs, and they need that. They need focus back.
Some inspiration from somewhere, something to attain, something to drive to. Absolutely, man. And we have to, as a community, we can come together and help in a lot of different ways. And it's a great opportunity, if you look at it in that way, for us to step outside of our comfort zones. And Yarber, I know you're always doing tremendous things for society, dude. You're one of the greatest dudes I've ever met. Traveling with you has been such an honor and a treat because of the way that you carry yourself. You're just such a stand-up dude. Everywhere we go, you have such great advice on like, yo, try this food or check this out. Or, you just really have a good head on your shoulders and have been brought up well and cultured well. And so honored to be your teammate, brother. It's just been the dopest ride ever. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm usually just looking for whatever has milk in it.
Yeah, that's right. The milk
ice cream, milk.
Dude,
cheese.
Is it true that you have animal milk from different animals from all over the world in your gear bag? I've heard this a couple of times. I've tried getting into your gear bag a couple of times.
It's usually locked with like 4 or 5 different Swiss Army type locks.
That's right. He's a warrior.
I forget what podcast that was, but I knew that's when I had to turn it off. listening to you too.
Oh man. Yeah, dude.
So you're a listener of the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
Heard some good ones. Yeah. No, thank you. Thank you. You know, I work alone all day long, so it's nice to hear you guys reaching out to everybody around the world and being able to experience what other people are experiencing during this time.
Yeah.
Well, you know, but not even just during this time, what they've experienced in life, you know, how they've got to where they are.
Yeah.
You know, hearing your guys' story, you know, this is just a year to me. I don't really care about this year. I'm still looking at the future. I'm sure you guys are too.
Of course.
You know,
but at the same time, this year has, you know, in the beginning, it was very easy for me to say exactly that. This year's a wash, right? We're just writing off 2020, you know, look towards 2021. But at the same time, this year is really important, actually. There's so much that's going on that can really push people into some sort of evolution. It's gonna have to happen because none of this stuff's gonna get swept under the rug, you know. And so people are gonna have to find a better way forward. Otherwise, society, especially in America, is gonna look pretty grim, you know. And so I did originally feel that way, but now I feel like it's one of the most important years ever on all fronts. I mean, look at the fires that are going on in Northern California, you know, and we still want to deny things like global warming. Those fires are happening all the time, but I believe these are the worst. It's like the top 10 worst fires ever. I heard there was a fire NATO up there.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Wow.
What the hell? What's a fire NATO, dude? A tornado fire? Yeah, it's insane.
That's where
yeah. Go ahead, Yark.
Well, you know, I don't know what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's where the either one of two things: the fire either changes the weather system, or you know. But anyways, you have a tornado that sets down on a large fire.
I think you're right. It's induced by all of the smoke, and it changes the weather system. And it causes that type of a thing to occur.
Yeah. You know,
have you guys seen dust devils out in the desert?
I have. Yep.
Yeah.
Dude.
Incredible. Never seen a tornado.
I know. Me neither.
I don't want to see a tornado because my dummy will run over there and try to get too close.
try to touch it.
Dude, that'd be insane.
You try to take a nap by it.
Yeah. Dude, that's one of Yarber's gifts is he can nap anywhere. He's so gifted at it.
Oh, a tornado?
Yeah. On a car ride, I swear 9 out of 10 times he's napping. I don't know how he does it.
I love it. He's at peace. You know, that's one thing I've always admired about you as well, Yarb, is you truly are somebody who is totally at peace. You enjoy the simple things in your surroundings, which is why I believe in, you know, some people hide things very well, but I believe you're a very happy person. You know, you've always just exuberated happiness to me because to me, you find the beauty in all the simple things, and everybody can take a lesson from that, you know. And I know I have always tried to do that as well, and you still teach me some of those little beauties in life, and that's an amazing thing. And a lot of people can learn from that. You know, you literally will stop and smell the flowers. Like that's an expression for people, but you literally do it. You sit there, you appreciate it, you rub the leaves. You it's unreal how happy such simple organic pieces of nature make you. And that
matters, dude.
It is. And that is why you can fall asleep anywhere, because your mind is almost always at peace. You know, that's what that comes down to. People that have trouble sleeping, they have a lot of anxiety or they're thinking too much. They can't turn their brain off. It's very easy for you to turn your brain off. So you do it a little more than we would like sometimes, but
it's actually in the off setting right now.
Oh, we love you, Yarb. Damn, dude. So Yarb, all right, so San Francisco, you just moved up there when? It's been 8 months, 9 months?
August last year.
A year? Damn, full year. Yeah, right. God, you get up there and then this happens, and that was like the epicenter for a little while. San Francisco kind of went crazy, but you know, enough of that. You know, I think we get the picture, man. How'd you get into paintball? What was your first experience with paintball?
Yeah, my dad took me paintballing with the Boy Scouts. His buddy was part of the Boy Scouts. I was 8 years old. My dad snuck me in.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's great. My very first time at SC Village, I got shot in the gonads as an 8-year-old. Fell face first in the mud.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
No.
Talk about hurting.
Oh no, dude, that's the worst pain ever. I've been shot in the nut so hard that I thought I was gonna just like I didn't know what was gonna happen. You know, like you're not sure if your world's ending. It gets dark. You know, but and then I had like a JFK bullet hit me one time where it shot one shot and it hit every single piece of my junk. I don't know how it happened, but I was tore back, dude. Just obliterated. Is the worst ever. But it happens in paintball. You're gonna get shot in your neck. You're gonna get shot up your back in the places that are not the best. But it's just like, you know, good luck out there. Wear some protection.
That's the worst place to get shot. I mean, that is the worst. There's nothing even close comparable.
Yeah, I mean your love handles, those will sting you real good.
Oh, not even close.
But won't. Yeah,
not even close.
You're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Dude, the throat is also one of the worst, like getting shot right in the Adam's apple and you can't breathe for a second. Like,
but not even close though.
Yeah, the balls definitely.
Dude, the gonad, it's crazy. It's crazy. It was funny. Like I used to not even really care about protection. It literally just took one time. The one time that I got shot there. I will stuff like a full-on extra McDavid knee pad down in my pants, you know, and it just hangs like. I want no part of that. It's the worst. It is the worst.
Dude, pro tips. Literally, pro tips.
Pro tips.
Pro tips is I super glued a McDavid knee pad to my pants.
There we go.
Yeah.
Dude,
Blake has the funniest gear set up. All of his stuff is all of Blake's gear is engineered post-production through his own Swiss Army kind of Boy Scout type of mentality, but explain like some of the stuff you have in your gear bag before we get back into, you want
to break down the gear bag.
Yeah. Let's get a little gear bag breakdown.
All right.
Besides,
we got tools. We got tools, you know, but I have practical tools in my mind, you know, I have, sometimes when you're, no, I don't. Okay. Maybe. You know, I have needle and thread in my gear bag because sometimes when you're out there and the sponsor isn't immediately available, you got to fix your gear because you can't leave that field. You know, there's
most of the time you're helping out other teams because HK is always there for us in every way. But there's a lot of these other teams that they have to, Yarber threads them up and takes care of them, man.
Well, you know, when I'm in New Zealand or in Australia, sometimes,
that's right.
The big sponsors are not there at these small events. So
yeah,
in that case, I need needle and thread. I carry the every good tool. You know, I got scissors and a knife, Allen wrenches, pliers.
Yeah.
What do you use pliers for?
For pliers. People's teeth.
Yeah.
I'm curious. What are the pliers for?
Yeah. Me and Steve Nobby from HK, we were down in South Africa and we hired this guy to take us on an adventure. And he was losing his toenail and he asked me to take it off. So I took those pliers.
Oh my God.
No. See?
They come in handy. There you go.
That guy would have been suffering with that nail.
Dude, I can't wait to get into your stories, dude.
Man,
so good.
The worst part about that was I gave that nail as good of a yank as I could, and I still didn't get it off. The guy was screaming. Screaming.
Dude, Dr. Yarber in the building. Let's go.
You know it's a bad day when I'm Dr. Yarber.
Oh, yeah, baby.
You keep a lot of tape in there?
Yep. Yeah. I actually call you Tape. That's my nickname for you.
Tape.
Tape. And it's something I've learned is that some immediate food, simple foods that you can get in your system real quick will go a long way on these long competitive days. So your electrolytes, you know, you guys do Transfuse. That's fantastic to have in your gear bag.
Yeah.
And I like to have a meal replacement powder.
Yeah. Dude, Yarber always comes in clutch. Like, I always am mooching off of Yarb over here. Hey, Yarb, you got any food, dude? I'm starving, man. And he's always, you know, just what a guy, man. Like, even at practices, some of the best memories of my whole life, dude, is going to these early practices in 2013, 14, when we first started the new blood of Dynasty. And, dude, you would bring a cooler full of, like, the freshest, best fruit you could possibly ever eat playing paintball. And we would just, like, play, run off, have a couple dabs of fruit, boom, you're back out there going, and it's just keeping you hydrated. Nutrition's on point is the best. Yeah.
That goes
I
back
miss
to my
those
mom.
days.
Growing up on the street, I lived on a cul-de-sac. My mom used to tell me, I'd run inside to get a lollipop or whatever, or ice cream on a stick. And she said, she taught me very young that, you can't go out there unless you offer everyone a lollipop or an ice cream on a stick.
Yeah.
So I guess just as a child, I learned that I like fresh fruit while I'm playing paintball in between points. So,
dude,
I got to offer it to you guys, the other kids that I know,
the moochers,
the
moochers on the
right.
street.
That's us, dude. And we love
come
you.
in like
Thank
vultures.
you.
Nick, what do you got? Where is it? Give us the pistachios. Give us the fruit.
Yeah. He's such a just a golden soul, golden soul, dude.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm only golden because you guys are around me.
You're literally golden. I'm looking at you right now in my TV screen here and my monitor. Yeah. Everybody log in, see Yarber's beautiful face. Go to the Play the Game YouTube and check him out over here too.
Yeah. Yarb, okay, so your dad sneaks you into the paintball park.
Yeah.
You're 8 years old. You get shot in the gonads. What made you want to keep playing?
It's hard. It's very hard.
I like that.
It was hard, but it was, it was the evolution of cops and robbers on the street. Bang, bang, you're dead. No, I shot you first. Paintball was, very clear who shot who first.
Yeah.
Very elusive. I got to hang out with my dad, which was fantastic. I was hanging out with older guys, and they were, I got to hear wisdom. I didn't have very many opportunities to hang out with older kids or older guys that would take me in, as one of their own. These guys were my teammates, and we're hanging out.
Dude, you're so right. That is such a story of paintball too. The community just kind of accepts everybody. And if you're a younger person getting into it, it's very likely you're going to be around a bunch of older players, and you have so much that you can learn if you're receptive to it. It's the same for all three of us sitting here. And, it's been that way for anyone that comes on the show. They say the same kind of story. They started playing, and there were older guys around that took them under their wing and taught them and groomed them and helped them mature much faster than their, friends from high school or middle school, whatever.
Absolutely. Yeah, dude. Without the guys that like to couple that is like, I'm not me without that community that raised me. Shout out to the Central Valley, Northern California, man. I am so fortunate, and like we all are, to have had these little camps, these little organizations that brought us in and gave us wisdom and helped us, clean up how we shoot the gun and how we move and think and all those little details that matter so much, Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah. It was gold, I'm trying to become better at a thing. I fell in love with paintball immediately, and I'm listening to these older guys. We all speak of war stories after a paintball match.
Yeah.
And listening to these older cats, they're saying how they went through the trenches to pop up behind the enemy lines, and I was thinking, I never thought of that. So I could learn from these guys and apply it to my game. Yeah. It was great. I learned quick.
Love that. What year did you go out with the Boy Scouts? Do you know around what year that was to go play?
Well, let's see. I was born in 1987. I went out when I was 8 years old, so it'd been 1995.
No way. Dang, that's crazy. That's awesome, dude. And then so
1895, yeah.
1895. You're an old soul, baby. So you got, that happened. And then what kind of was the evolution of your tournament aspect and getting into the tournament side of paintball from like the grassroots there?
Yeah. I've spoken to Matty Marshall on his podcast, so that's
Shout out
more
to
in
Matty.
depth. Yeah, he does such a great job, and I kind of broke down the evolution of my game, but we can go back a little bit on it.
I would love that.
My dad was who got me into paintball, and he loved the sport, and he was around from the beginning. But my mom was not so fond of it. It was a very expensive sport, and she was trying to focus me on other things. I was playing the accordion at the time.
I love that. Yeah.
I played the accordion for 12 years.
12 years.
Oh, yeah. So you're good at this thing.
I can't pick it up today. I wish I could.
Yeah,
I wish I'd never set it down. No, that's a long time ago.
Like it's all gone. It's all gone. You don't have any.
I could play.
You get some
Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Yeah,
everyone can play Mary Had a Little Lamb. Oh no, you were off a little bit there.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, maybe he never, who knows? Dude, that's amazing.
So my mom wouldn't let me or didn't want me to play, but she would give me one gift a year, on my birthday. What do you want to do for a birthday? And it was paintball every year.
Dude.
That was the one thing, and I got to bring a buddy out, so I was always bringing my buddy Bobby or Daniel Pastor, and we go and play. And so anyways, I didn't really get to pursue paintball on a heavier level until high school. I got my first gun, which is a 68 auto mag from my dad's buddy. He told me that he would give me his auto mag if I painted my house.
There we go.
I was 13 or something like that. So, man, I was out there after every day of school scraping. I had so much debris in my eyes from scraping upside down. And anyways, I painted the whole house. Got this auto mag. I was saving every penny I had. And late in high school, I met a couple other buddies, and they fell in love with paintball. So we created a team. And from there, it was just team, paintball. I started playing competitively in the XPSL, which was a California league out here.
Uh-huh. And what were the years in high school that you started taking it more seriously there?
Yeah, it was. I don't think I played my first tournament until 2005.
Okay.
We took dead last.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, man, and then you never gave up,
get
bro.
Started.
No. Yeah. But we had some good looks. Not to be fair, I think we took dead last because they gave us one of my teammates had what did he have? He had an angel, and the settings were off, and so they gave us a -100. Bummer. That was tough.
Dude, he was balling, huh, with the angel.
Oh,
he was getting it. Yeah, he was letting it rip.
Yeah, I thought there was just something wrong with my little. Well, there probably is, but
with your fingers.
Yeah, they weren't as quick as his.
Yeah, he was rolling.
Yeah, so we took that last, but then we met a couple other friends, and we created this team called Paintball Addicts, which was also the name of a local shop. And so it was a shop-based team. Shout out to Junior Canones and the Canones family.
Nice.
And we started playing the regionals. We were playing MPPLs, playing all those, and we were okay. We were playing D3.
Okay. Not
really going anywhere. From there, I started playing. That team fell apart. All those kids had to go off to college, and college takes a lot of focus and a lot of money. So they stopped playing. I got picked up by a pump team, played pump for a year out here in California.
You did. You're one of the best pump players out there, dude.
Oof, I'm a little rusty. I could have been one of the best, not anymore. There's probably some better pump players out there. Actually, I'd love to see some good pump players.
All I know is when I play pump, every paintball rolls out of the front of my gun and I don't shoot anybody. Dude, I'm the worst at pump.
Oh, man, it's such a technical sport.
It is, dude. It's crazy.
Not a sport. It's a division of paintball, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's amazing. Shout out to all the pump players out there. You guys are so skilled. Like, I have so much respect for all the different facets of paintball and pump players as well, man. Huge shout out to you guys. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're good. They're good. Don't count those guys out. They're real good.
I know. Hey, Yarber, I don't know if you know this, but the Tom Cole said we can have sidearms on the pro field, so it's lit, bro. Dude.
Oh no.
Yeah.
World Cup's happening too. Apparently, World Cup's happening. So if we're going, we're bringing sidearms.
That's right. I won't play unless I can have my sidearm with me.
He said it here on the show, so we gotta reinforce that.
Yeah.
Find some good sidearms. We gotta see what sidearms we're gonna get to sponsor us. That's the next thing we gotta do, and we gotta bring these things to practice.
Field 1, baby. Let's go, Field 1.
Field 1.
Yeah.
You have a new platform to pursue.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna say anything because Marcelo is just gonna. It's just fuel for Marcelo's fire for me. Look at Blake over there with his sidearm,
dude, I can
laying in the grass. This is Marcelo over there in the pits looking at me.
I'll be cheering for you. Go get him, Blake. Go get him.
Blake would start the game with his sidearm.
Yeah. Watch this, guys.
His real paintball gun, his Field 1 Force would be attached to his hip, and he would start the game with his sidearm. Running out to the corner, up to the Dorito, get a couple John Wick shots in.
Dude, I love it.
And then he would dive in. His Field 1 Force would fly off of his hip. So the photographers would get the same picture as they're getting anyway. His gun in the air, him on the ground. It would be fantastic.
Dude, Yarber, one of the funniest pictures I've ever seen in my life is you face first in a bunker with like your gun down. Can you explain this photo? We've got to find this photo and post it. I'm actually going to post it.
I know which photo you're talking about. So there was a good period where every photographer from every event would send me a picture of Blake, either face first in a bunker, like army crawling in a soldier position, like in the middle of nowhere with his gun aimed at someone, or falling over and doing something super funny. Yeah. Somehow you make it work.
He does. During that game, he shot 4 people. Yeah, you know what I mean? Sure. Like he shot everybody somehow.
I don't think I've ever shot anybody on the pro field.
Bullshit. You know how you run it, boy. You know what time it is. Yeah. Let's go.
With Blake, it's either a 4-pack or nothing.
Yeah.
It's all in.
I love it. And dude, especially in today's paradigm of paintball, the way that they set the fields up with the bunker styles, it pays dividends. Yes. It's big payouts.
Yes.
So, and Alex Frazier is one of the biggest proponents of that type of mentality of thinking how to break down paintball games. And dude, he's not wrong, man. If you go for it, a lot of the time you're going to get paid out on those.
Yeah. Moves are being rewarded more than ever. And I mean, Blake, you're just getting better and better every year. It's funny, it doesn't feel like you've only been pro for about 8 years. It feels like you have way more experience in that. And it feels like you've been in the game for such a long time, but that is actually a relatively youthful pro career. When you talk about the pros right now, the top guys have been doing it professionally for double the time. You know what I mean? And it's one of those interesting things with paintball versus any other sport, because other sports, a young athlete can come in and really give the older guys a real run for their money just because they're so physically gifted. But paintball is such a mental game. It's, you just really have to learn situations and break stuff down. And so, that is interesting. 8 years is a young career.
Yeah. Go ahead, Yarb. Sorry, brother.
Sorry.
I was just going to say, Marcelo, that's so true, dude. Like, once you get the gun skills down and you know your style, like I've found my style of play, Yarber's found his style of play, Marcel, we've all found our style of how we navigate the field. Once you have your style down and you know how to gunfight effectively, and you can, be seamless with, like we talk about, finding the line between your opponent and just not giving yourself away, then the next level, which is harder than learning all of that, is the breakdown and the communication, the teamwork, and all that kind of stuff, which takes years and years and years to do. And Yarber, you have, become one of the best at that in a relatively short period of time, in all relativity of being a professional paintball player, which is amazing, man.
Coming in when Dynasty picked me up, I was just playing the game. Just off of fields, I was just going off my instincts. I only played the game of paintball based on instinct.
What kind of instincts do you have? Are they a certain animal?
Sorry, I got excited there. We're talking about animals here. Instincts and animals.
Yeah, everybody tune into the YouTube as well to see my insane picture I have as a backdrop of it's a panther, because that's what we call Yarber, the panther. Yeah. So talk to me about these animal instincts that you have, dude, because they're profound.
It's funny that you have that picture there, because it's kind of how I feel when I'm playing.
Yeah.
I'm just looking to get down the field, pounce on someone.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
Those are the eyes.
That's why I picked it, baby. I know you. I know you, man. You're an amazing player.
Yeah, and Yarb, you've kind of had that aggressive mentality from day one. So I do kind of want to go back because I think your story is really unique and interesting. And Rusty kind of found you like a diamond in the rough. You're not someone who does a lot of self-promotion and goes out and tries to look out for themselves. You're kind of a team-first guy, someone who is very humble upbringing. And again, Rusty kind of found you, if I recall correctly. But I would like to kind of dive into that story of you working your way up through the ranks and how you ended up getting noticed by Rusty. I think you played for his brother's store or something. I don't know. The story's super shaky to me, but
yeah, Gator,
okay.
Let's go.
The way that breaks down is I mentioned that I started playing pump. Well, I played pump for I believe almost 2 years.
Nice.
And that second year of pump, we had Gator guest on our team. Gator owned one of the local shops, and so he would occasionally come out to these pump events and play with us. And we were playing in PPL, Huntington Beach, and Rusty was out there. And so Rusty came to coach us a little bit. You know, he was just kind of hanging out, checking out his brother's team, you know.
Huge shout out to Glaze Sports. Let's go, Glaze Sports.
Yeah. Yeah, Gator Glaze. And so Rusty started giving me some valuable insight, you know. Instead of getting there and looking inside, just stay down the wire and keep going. And so that, you know, it pushed me down the field faster. You know, that's something that always stuck around. Another one of the things that Rusty taught me early on was necks, packs, and backs. You know, stop engaging with all these guys and just go get the easy kills. So that's how Rusty found me in the beginning. Gator then played some X-Ball events. That team that I played with Pump, we kind of transitioned a little bit X-Ball, and Gator jumped in with us, and Rusty came out and coached us on that. And from that moment on, I played for Indianapolis Mutiny, and we were practicing against Dynasty. And so Rusty was, you know, telling the guys, hey, check out Blake on the other side of the field. And so that's how the team got to see me. You know, it's one thing, you know, I really did get lucky in the sport. You know, all the stars aligned. You know, just having Rusty on my side probably wouldn't have progressed me so quick, but having all the other guys having some eyes on me helped. You know,
it was destined for you, buddy.
I got lucky.
Yeah, you did. You're right. But you put yourself out there as well. It's because you were pushing hard. You were showing up. You were doing the work. It gets noticed. And, you know, if anybody out there is listening, if you want to get picked up by a team, man, show up every weekend, do the work, and do more work than everybody. And good things are going to happen. And I just want to ask one more question. Do you think that playing pump paintball had an effect on your style of play as you've, you know, become a top name in pro paintball? Do you think that pump had an effect on that style that you play?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You know, pump is more or less the same game. Yeah. You know, I think it's faster than
I agree.
our current iteration of paintball. You know, it's not that because the lack of fire makes it faster, because they can shoot you with one ball just as quick in a movement as you can in X-Ball. It's just that there's less paint in the air and you're communicating more, so you're able to evaluate the situation on the field faster, so you're moving faster, so you're taking in information faster. I thought pump was huge in my development.
I think when I was younger, I got an Angel, but I put a single trigger frame on it. And so I had this super fast gun. The very first Angel that ever came out was like 2001, something like that. And I have always said that I think that played a huge role in the development of my game, because I think that I'm a pretty good shot. That's definitely something that is in my arsenal, is I'm accurate, you know, and Blake, you as well. You know, we do one-on-ones and gunfighting drills. Your shot is on.
Absolutely.
You know? And there's a lot of players that, even some of the top level players, I won't call them out, but some of the best players that you guys listening right now, some of the players that you think are the best in the world, they know that their shot's not the greatest, and they're actually just incredibly aggressive, and they find those next packs and backs, but they don't necessarily want to engage in a fight. And for me, I always thought that playing for so long with a single trigger frame, you know, because it's kind of like a pump, you know, not quite. I could shoot a little faster, but it's just one ball at a time, you know? And I think that's super important. I think it's very valuable to be able to make your shot count, you know, make your shot count, period.
That's something we would always say at like Crash at the Coast. And even we preach that at our pro tour, our PTG pro schools is like, how many balls does it take to eliminate a player? It takes one paintball to eliminate a player. So focus on being accurate. And Yarber, you're a dead eye. You got that rifle stance with that gun too, boy.
Oh yeah, can we talk about how long your gun is, by the way? Because this goes against everything we teach in all of our clinics. So
well,
it works for Yarber. So does shooting from the hip.
I think everything I do, it goes against what you preach. Sorry.
But he makes it work, dude. Yeah.
No, seriously. Let's. I'm. How many extenders do you have on your gun?
2.
2. And what size tank do you use?
The 80.
Yeah, the 80, is that what we use?
I think it is, yeah.
I don't know.
77, I don't
80,
remember.
80 with HK now,
Yeah, 80,
yeah, for sure. Dude, it's a rifle, I'm telling you guys. Like, and he even has like a wood grain hopper. Do you still have that hopper? Yeah, so he rocks this smooth wood grain hopper with the rifle set up. He's just going out there murking people.
I love it.
Yeah.
So what was that? You know, it's kind of funny, Blake. We both had our first tournament with Dynasty. I just so happened to be guesting with Dynasty. You were just getting picked up. And then you stuck with the team. I didn't come until 3 seasons later. But how did that call go down? What was that like? I mean, that's a dream come true, you know? So you had spent your whole upbringing playing paintball, working towards well, actually, I don't know. Was your goal to go pro? Was that a goal before that?
Of course.
Oh, it was. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're working towards this goal. What was that like? How, when you finally, you realized that you were getting asked to play for the biggest name in the history of the game?
That was actually my second tournament with Dynasty.
Oh, right.
For Vegas. I played, my first tournament was the DC Open in PPL. Did you play that?
I did, but not with Dynasty. I played with Explicit. Tyler and I were on the same team there, actually.
That's right.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
remember that.
Yeah, so that was my first tournament, and the way that broke down was I was playing with Mutiny, and we were gearing up for the PSPs, you know, and so they were playing Division I at the time, semi-pro, and we were practicing against Dynasty, and so that's how Dynasty got eyes on me, and Yosh, I believe, broke his pinky. Oliver was out doing all of her things, and so. Rusty didn't. Oh no, Rusty did play that event. But anyways, moral of the story was there was a lack of players for Dynasty at that event. So Rusty reached out and asked if I wanted to play that event. So I came out, and I think I had a good maiden voyage for the team.
Yeah. How did it go out there? Talk to me about that tournament.
Yeah, it was great. You know, they supplied all the equipment. You know, they gave me nice and fresh working gear. You know, I was coming from paying for everything, so my gear was getting a little outdated.
Man, what a dream come true, huh, Yarber? And man, that's so amazing. So talk to me, how many years did it take from when you started in high school to making that tournament and turning pro at that moment?
Okay. Yeah, that was a process of 6 years.
Okay.
6 years. I graduated from high school, you know, started this team, started playing football in college, and then learned early that college wasn't for me. You know, I really, really loved the sport of football, and I was playing football in college, but sitting in these college classes and even sometimes sitting on the sideline at a football field, I was thinking about paintball. So I thought, you know, I had this job opportunity that was going to pay me pretty good. So I took that and started playing paintball all day, every day, and started competing in the MPPLs with these teams, and had a couple girlfriends that hated paintball, as I think we all have had.
Yeah, that's right.
And I had this serious girlfriend, and she was the current team that I was on, which was Paintball Addicts. I think, was it Paintball Addict? No, you know what? This was GAT, which was that pump team.
Yeah.
This is later on in my career. GAT took a sidestep and was done playing. So SD Mob picked me up for 2 events to guest with them. And I was kind of on the fence. I was thinking, do I want to quit paintball and get serious in life and girlfriend or whatever? Yeah. Or do I keep doing this thing that really makes me happy? Mm-hmm. That at the end of the day, I get to go home with a smile on my face. Yeah. Well, guess what I chose? Yeah. I chose paintball. I was doing a lot of CrossFit at the time. I was in great shape. Yeah. And no kidding, 6 months after making that decision that I was just going to keep playing paintball just for the heck of it because it made me happy, Rusty reached out and asked if I would go play for Dynasty.
Wow. Dude, that's crazy. Wow. And yeah, it could have gone either way. It's all about the choices you made, right? You made you asked yourself, what makes me happy? And that at the end of the day, that's the greatest ROI, return on investment you could ever make in life, man. Don't do it for anything else but like real happiness. If you're happy and you enjoy doing something, man, follow that, because you might make more money doing something else, this, that, and the other. And but if you're really happy, you're happy no matter what. So you don't even need any of that monetary. So I love that, Yarber. That's amazing, dude.
Yeah, we get one shot at this life, why be miserable? Just be happy.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's
dude. Yarber, I do want to touch on another thing as well, because for a long time, I feel like you played paintball even at the professional level and weren't getting paid a ton. And that's something that a lot of players have to deal with, and a lot of players kind of give up because they don't understand how to make it work. And you made it work so well. And so for our listeners, we have so many people that are chasing this pro dream. Tyler and I have broken down the ins and outs of playing professional paintball and chasing that dream as well. How were you able to manage work, school, paintball, whatever it was that you were kind of juggling between? How was it that you were able to do it and not sacrifice working for paintball and becoming a top level player? Yep. And also not sacrifice, the other side of your life as well. It's a balance.
Right. In the beginning it's hard. I'm not going to fluff it up anyway. It was very hard. I was playing paintball on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or whatever it was. Sometimes we had to travel a little bit. And I was also trying to pay rent and feed myself. At the time I was a new guy on Dynasty, so I wasn't necessarily taking in the big bucks. So I was paying for everything during my day job. So I would play paintball, and give everything to paintball. Show up. If anybody was playing paintball, I was there because I was still trying to learn, which only left me a certain amount of days during the week to still make money. So I would burn the candle on both ends. I was working 12 hours a day, 14 hours a day during the days that I was back home to put food on the table, to allow myself to be on a paintball field any chance I could be. So how did I get around the world to playing for paintball? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I'm kind of asking all of it because, again, so many players, they use the excuse of, well, I'm not getting paid to do this. Why put in the extra work? Or, I've got other stuff that I got to do. So, I'm going to maybe put paintball a little bit in the back seat, but I still want to be a pro. You can't have both, and you do have to kind of sharpen your teeth, and you got to really bite down and buckle down and put in the work and the time to get to where you want to be. And you're the perfect example of that. So I'm kind of just, we're just kind of wondering how that all went and where that mentality came from, first of all, how you were able to manage it. And, I guess to evolve the question is, what was the breaking point to where it finally paid off and you were starting to reap the benefits of a professional paintball career, which probably started with the travel for you, if I'm guessing right.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I paid for every ounce of paintball until the year that I got picked up by Dynasty. but it wasn't Dynasty first. It was the guys from Indianapolis Mutiny, Andy Horvath and those boys. They made it very affordable for me to play paintball.
Shout out to the Mutiny boys.
Yeah, dude. Huge shout out to Mutiny, Andy Horvath, all the Violence Gang. You guys out there, you guys are top notch. They're still going at it these days, and have a successful program even to this day. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. They have a great format for young people to learn the game, or the higher game from. Yeah. That's right. And I was very fortunate to go through them. They helped me a lot. They didn't give me a 100% ride, but they helped me a lot. But anyways, long story short, I paid for paintball out of my own pocket.
For sure. Yeah.
And until I played one event with Mutiny, and then I got picked up by Dynasty. So,
wow.
Yeah, I paid for a lot of paintball.
After that, I'm sure your game just went through the roof, right? You have now you have a paint supply, so you can shoot a little more paint. You can work on the details a little differently. It's a game changer. And I just want to let it be known, I didn't start making any type of money for a long time of being pro, like a long time, a very long time. So it's like, if you're in it for that, you're in it for the wrong reasons. We all here sitting here looking at each other right now love paintball with all of our heart. It's who we are. We are paintball players. We're artists out there. When we play, we're doing, a lot of creation and a lot of powerful, teamwork. And it's just like who we are. This is like, it's hardwired into us after playing for so long. But yeah, don't get into it for the dollar bills. Do it because you love it. Do it because it's what makes you happy, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And so back to Marcelo's questions. Marcelo was asking, how did I start traveling a lot? Is that correct, Marcelo?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. So
kind of the evolution of your career,
Right. Yeah. So I got picked up by Dynasty, and I'm cutting my.
Well, his internet is frozen.
Stand by, people. Hopefully we get him back in here in a second.
He's got a great frozen face right now. It looks pretty great.
Ooh.
Reporting live. We got to tether him in. Come on,
space. This is about to get good. Blake's travel stories are the absolute best travel stories in the world. Honestly, they're so amazing, and that's like I can't wait to talk to him about his travel.
Yeah, he's traveled with no food, no money, and had to go.
He walked. He backpacked from Paris to Norway. Oh, we lost him. He's out. Okay, I'm gonna text him. He's gonna come back in. Don't worry. He's gonna be back in here, ladies and gents.
So hold on. Talk to me about this. He walked from what?
Yeah, so he backpacked from Paris to Norway, I'm pretty sure. I might have the countries wrong, but it was from one country to another after an event, and it took him like 2 weeks. He slept in parks with his tent. He did all sorts of crazy stuff. It's unreal, and I can't wait to talk to him about that.
I remember him telling that story, but it didn't really resonate like how real it was for him. He was like literally like he would starve and not have any food if he didn't find a way to eat. Yeah,
dude, he was on a ferry and he said he would eat people's leftovers. I can't wait. Like they would leave their food on the table.
What a
legend.
Go by
Yarber, man, just makes it happen.
Well, he's like a real naturalist, to be honest. He's definitely very in tune with the natural world, and he loves adventuring. He's like a pirate, man. He's just adventuring around the world. Having a good time, playing paintball, like you said, after a tournament, taking an adventure. He's always down to just stay a little bit longer and adventure around, which is really cool.
Absolutely. Again, and that's just speaks to the person that he is, because no situation is ever too large for Blake. You know what I mean? He's just willing to dive in and navigate the systems, navigate the waters, see how he is. Here he is, everybody, ladies and gents.
He's the ultimate road dog.
He is, dude.
For traveling, I've traveled to Europe quite a few times with him, and it's always the best adventures, running around Europe with Blake.
See, we got Blake on his iPhone. We usually have high standards for our guest. Blake was just, exception. Here he is. He's back.
There he is. We got him, baby.
I don't see him, but I hear him. There he is.
Back.
All right. I got too hot.
We tethered him in.
Wow.
All right.
So back to where we were.
Yes.
You were asking, anyways, I was cutting my teeth with Dynasty.
Yep.
I was trying to get playtime. I was going up against, some of the top names in our sport on Dynasty.
Right.
That I was competing against to get playing time. Ryan Greenspan, Glenn Takamoto, Oliver, Tyler, Brandon Short. The list goes on. Kyle Spica, Dalton Vanderbilt. Dalton was huge in my evolution as a Dorito guy. Dalton, what a guy!
I miss
what
him,
a guy.
dude. I miss him so
too.
much.
Dalton was. I couldn't have been luckier to play and mentor under a better Dorito guy, because not only was Dalton good, he was willing to give me his trade secrets. He would teach me what he was learning when he was learning it, and 2, he was giving me playing time. Sometimes you play behind someone, you're not quite as good as them, and they don't want to leave the paintball field. They love playing paintball, and unfortunately sometimes they're a little selfish and they're not going to let you play. Whereas Dalton was happy to give me as many spins as I could get. That didn't mean that I could play every match or even every other point for that matter, but he was willing to share. So I got really lucky to play behind Dalton.
Everybody send a bunch of prayers and love out to Dalton and his fam. They're going through craziness with this virus right now, so send them a bunch of love. And dude, I agree, Yarber. He's one of the most happy-go-lucky paintball players I've ever met. Like, nothing matters to him. He's like, it doesn't matter. I don't care. He's just like, no matter what's going on, he just doesn't care. He's like, I'm just gonna go shoot these guys, and then you guys do whatever you're gonna do. And he's just a phenomenal dude. I love Dalton and his family with all my heart. But dude, you were going up against heavy hitters for sure, Yarb.
It was a long slog to the top for me. Yeah. And so I was getting, I took a different approach than I think a lot of other pros have taken in their career. A lot of pros, and respectively, they ask for money when people invite them to a tournament. They ask for money because really they're worth it. They're bringing a lot of knowledge, and they're bringing a professionalism to your sports franchise, wherever that may be. And so I wasn't quite there. I was still young. I was still learning, so anyways, where I was going with that.
Hold that thought. Cause I want to just this is so important for the listeners right here. This is the magic. He just got out there, man. He didn't ask for the world. He knew that by doing the work and going out there and getting the experience and you were still able to make, things happen for yourself. Yep. But it's like, dude, don't have such a big ego attached to this. Do this for the love. And he loved it, man. And he attacked it. And that's the key. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, my first international adventure as a Dynasty guy was to go ref in Colombia.
No way, dude.
That's awesome.
I went and got shot at, and I didn't get to shoot anybody. That was my first lesson.
Dude, how great was traveling to Colombia for paintball?
Oh, it's fantastic. Some of the best people.
Yes.
Some of the best people.
One of the best places ever.
Yeah, they really took care of me. I didn't get to play paintball, but it was great watching them. They have a great paintball league down there. I think they're really struggling.
Of course,
with the economy but due to COVID and what it's done. So I really hope that they can bring it back. But so that was my start. I would take anything just to learn a little bit more of paintball. So I went to Colombia to ref. That was my first. Dynasty asked me if I'd go to Russia to play. So I got to play my second international event with Dynasty, which was great. We went to a tournament in Moscow. Yeah. We won that one. That was a lot of fun.
You guys played with Sergey too.
Yeah, that's right. We picked up Sergey.
That's the one that Alex always talks about, where he's like, Sergey was like, I go this way, and he went that way the whole time, and then at the very last game, he's like, okay, now I do this. And
he was like, I shoot left, I shoot left, I shoot left, I shoot left, and then in the very finals against Russian Legion, I shoot right.
And
he like shot 2 people on the break or something.
That's awesome.
Alex loves that story.
Yeah.
That was great. That was a slog too. You know, we were going up against Russian Legion's whole camp. We only had 5 guys and Sergey.
Yeah.
That was tough, you know, and I think that's where the Panther came to fruition. I had a good move or something, and Ryan yelled out. You know, I think it was Alex that started it. Alex was the first person to call me the Panther, I believe. You know, don't quote me on that, but I remember Ryan and Alex saying, "Yeah, Panther, yeah, Panther."
Whoa.
You know, and as a new guy to the team,
it's tight.
it was a major boost. You know, we always talk about boosting on Dynasty. You know, you know, it's important to call people out when they make a mistake, but it's as important, if not more important, to boost your teammates. You know, when they do something good, let them know.
Yeah, yeah, I agree, man, totally.
Yeah, that's a huge hitting point. We always talk about that, man. Just boost each other. Let's get the right energy going. That way, once that energy wheel starts turning in that direction and you get the energy going, it's lit. Everybody's going to be doing good, you know?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's you know, one of the funnest tournaments I've played was that Prague Open.
Dude.
As the Expendables with Dave Hopkins and the boys.
That's where the name of this show originated. Play the game. Just play the game, you know?
That's right. That's right.
Hands down my favorite. Hands down, dude. That was the best.
It still gives me chills to this day. We were playing against the Russians and we were down 6 points as a mercy of 7. You know, it was
5.
Oh, was it 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
actually, 6. That's right. Okay.
It was actually we were actually down 4 as mercy of 5. If we're gonna be real accurate.
Okay.
Well,
but there was like 2.5 minutes left. That was the thing. It was like really low time. Yeah.
It was ugly.
Super.
It was real ugly.
It was not good.
And,
it was not good.
And I was playing with Tyler over on the Dorito side.
Dude, we just ran. Yeah. We just ran them.
And Tyler was telling me, just play the game. Play the game. Play the game. And I remember there was a point where I was up in the middle and I wanted to make this move. And Tyler, in the middle of playing his own game, looked at me and said, yes, go get it. Yes, do it. Do it. He boosted me in the middle of a point. I made a good point.
Yes.
A great move. You know,
you did.
And Tyler cleaned up off of it. And that put another point on the board.
Yes.
And then we put another point.
Yes.
And sure enough, we you know, we came back and beat the Russians and then came out and won the event.
Yeah, dude, that gives me chills. I got the chilly willies right now. Just because I remember that conversation. I remember the intensity, dude, and it was the young tiger and the young panther just running people, dude. We were going for it.
We were going for it. Oh my god!
Are we just gonna forget about my 4-pack to tie the game?
Oh, let's go.
Are we just gonna forget about that?
No,
the old boy ran and shot to the snake. Old spaghetti knees over here ran and shot to the snake. We're just gonna scratch that one.
Dude, that was power. No, yes, and it was obviously a team collective win, but dude, it was just amazing what we all put together to get that championship win out there. That was crazy.
But that's what it takes. Everybody here has won so much, and it's the same theme every time. You have each player step up and pull out multiple different points throughout the event. Not one player can put a whole team on his back and take you all the way through. You know, one player can win a match, but you can't win a tournament. Not today. Not in this era of paintball. You need a collective of players that are having fun together, believe in each other, boosting each other, learning the most throughout the event, and figuring out just ways to play the game better than the other team straight up, you know? And sometimes a little bit of luck comes your way. Sometimes just the momentum shifts a little bit, and the first Panther to attack on that, dude, you know, like it really is. That is the sport of paintball. I love it, man. I love it. I love that feeling. You almost know too, like there's a time in the event when you just feel it. You say, this feels like a win. You know, you might be in the quarterfinals or the semifinals, but you get that feeling because there's an energy amongst the whole group of guys. Yeah. There's a belief that you can feel. It's unspoken. And you just know this is the winning team right here. This is the winning event. Like you can feel that. You're not always right, but guaranteed any event that is won, that feeling is had in like the quarterfinals. You know, it's had early Sunday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's the subtle look from your teammate too, like that subtle, like that subtle look that you give each other. It's like, yeah, motherfucker, let's get this win. You know, like, excuse my language, but we're. I don't even have to speak to you. And I'll know when we look at each other if this is happening or not. You know, it's crazy that it comes down to this. You know, the words in your head, the thoughts that you project out into the universe, they're very real, man. And we have to be pumping out powerful thoughts out in order to win these tournaments, and we've got to be doing it together, and not just in your thoughts, but then connecting with the real vocalized communication to each other so that we can put this all together, you know, and come together and win.
Yeah, you know, it's hard in the professional division in paintball. And you know what makes it so hard is there's multiple entities on each team. You know, you have 5 guys or you know, 10 guys, let's say 10 guys. Doubt is such a killer. You know, you can't. I think one of the things that I learned at that event specifically was looking into your eyes and looking into Marcelo's eyes and seeing the knowledge that this thing ain't over. There was no doubt. There was no doubt. You know, and so the doubt never spread to me. You know, I knew that we were going to win. But I need to look into your eyes and also know that you knew that we were going to win.
That's
you know, it's so hard in paintball when you look into someone's eyes that you need to count on in a moment, and all you see is doubt. Oh, just throw in the towel. You know?
Just throw in the towel.
But I didn't see that in any of your eyes. You know, we were
that's a big reason too, Blake. We do this red zone drill at a lot of our clinics, and part of the drill is when you get shot, you have to sprint back and tag your teammate in. And a lot of people here have probably been to our clinics or seen this red zone drill. And you know, people question, why do you guys do that? Why do you force us to sprint back? And we get on people because people get shot and they just kind of mope off the field like, oh, I just got shot. Well, you're costing your team another point right there because you're not getting back in time to save the point, to tag your teammate in to save the red zone point. And I don't think players, even the ones that have done the red zone drill with us, they don't understand how important that is. You need to get shot and still have the utmost confidence and ability to get back into the pit, clear it, and be ready for the next point, and always believe, as long as there's time on the clock, that there's a chance.
Yeah. Absolutely. That was the cool thing about the play the game mantra that we came up with in Prague is like, you know, there's a lot of different parameters to playing professional paintball, any level of paintball for that matter. And it's all about your awareness, the clock awareness, your team awareness, those looks in the eyes, you know, reading the other team, it's playing the game, and whoever does that better wins the events, point blank.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. It's a crazy adventure.
100%. So Yarb, you've had some of the craziest travel stories that I have ever heard. Out of anybody.
Yeah. While you were gone,
we started talking about some of them, but we always talk about travel and paintball and how that is just such a crucial part of it's a fundamental source of who we are today, right? And the travel through paintball, the experiences that we've had, the people that we've met, the things we've been able to see, all because of paintball, have changed us entirely and for the better. And you really have grabbed that.
Grab the bull by the horns, dude.
By the horns. Oh my God. We could talk about
that's a story right there.
The Madrid story. Yeah. Let's talk about the Madrid
just jump
story.
into that.
Well, oh wait, hold on. So you almost got killed by a bull twice, I thought. Didn't it also almost happen down in Colombia?
Not really. In Colombia,
you just jumped in the bullpen. Actually, that's right.
We jumped. Yeah, you were there.
Yeah,
Kyle was there.
Yeah,
but nothing
happened.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, let's talk about Spain. Let's go back and then we want travel stories.
This is historic
right because
it's historic, dude. Yeah, we're all cooped up inside. We need some good travel zest, man. So you went to the running the bulls that you did?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The city of Pamplona.
Yeah.
In Spain. And so the way that story breaks down is I was playing for a team called Icon in France at the time, and when I flew into France, they had heard that I was going to go running with the Bulls. You know, so they asked me, "Hey Blake, do you want to go running with the Bulls here in France?" I said, fuck yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be more practiced than any of my other teammates that are going to go running with the bulls in Spain, you know, because we all know, as you know, that practice usually leads to an easier event. So I thought, okay, I'm going to go practice running with the bulls.
There we go.
Well,
I think that's one of those things that the more you do it, the worse your odds are of getting fucked up.
Man.
I think that's one of those things that you only want to do once.
Yes, you're right. The odds increase.
Oh man.
Okay, let's hear it.
So the very first time, you know, I jumped in the ring and I was running around with this young bull, for that matter. He was still probably 800,000 pounds, something like that. I mean, you know, nothing compared to what a full-size bull.
800,000 pounds? Jeez,
no,
dude.
800 pounds.
800.
Yes, 800,000 pounds. He's a monster. You know, I was running around and you know, I was taking it too light, for that matter.
Yeah.
And I realized, oh man, I'm punching above my weight. So I put my phone away. I got real serious.
Yeah.
You know, and then I started to hide a little bit. You know, instead of just running around like a cocky savant, I was now hiding behind stuff and looking out for this bull, and the bull found me.
The bull found me.
Yeah, he threw me against a girdle.
It's not funny,
out.
actually. Yeah, like it's, dude.
No,
I mean,
really
now thank God you're okay, and we can kind of chuckle about it. But this was serious business, dude. Like this was serious. Kind of walk us through what happened here.
Yeah, so so I was hiding behind these hay bales, and the bull went through the hay bales.
The sturdy hay bales.
Right, yeah. I mean, I only found out that I was found because the hay bales just vanished, you know, and I was staring at a bull. So instead of going left or going right, which would have probably been the smart thing, I just turned around and started running.
Oh, my God.
Like any idiot would do in that situation. And I was getting close to the fence, and I was booking it. I was
oh no!
As I was getting close to the fence, you know, the fence was about 8 inches that I had to squeeze through. So
gosh,
naturally, I couldn't go flying right through. So I had to wiggle my way through there. So I looked behind me to see where that bull was, to see how much wiggle room I could get. Well, time to get that wiggle room. And anyways, that bull was right on my ass. So I tried to make a hard left, and I slipped. And as I slipped, he just picked me up and threw me through the air, and I hit this iron girdle with my head. And when I opened my eyes, he just came with his big old fucking horns and went boom!
Right in your face?
Yeah.
Right in your face, dude. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. I was lucky. Yeah,
oh my God.
For months.
You were like that video. I've seen this video.
I've seen this video too.
I can't watch them.
Oh my God. I
couldn't feel all these teeth for months, and I was talking to Gary Baum, because Gary Baum's a dentist.
Yeah.
And I was saying, Gary, you know, I can't feel any of my teeth.
Yeah.
And then I told him why, you know, because I went running with the bulls, and the bull hit me here on the face, and he said, well, all these teeth have a nerve that come out of a hole from your face right here.
On your cheek.
Yeah, in your cheek. And so it comes out of a hole in your cheek just under your eye and goes down into your teeth.
Whoa.
And I got lucky that nerve didn't get severed. It just got inflamed. And so that's why I couldn't feel my teeth. But had it got severed, I would never feel my teeth. I got lucky.
Whoa. It could have very easily against the bone.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Wow, dude.
Sure, I got lucky.
And you were hurt, dude. That's insane, bro. That's an insane story. Yeah. You bonked your head, buddy. Bad.
Oh yeah. I still haven't recovered to this day.
Concussion
protocol. Have you seen me play paintball? That guy's for sure been in my bowl once or twice in his life.
Yeah.
And then Yarb, there's another story. Well, hold on. Weren't you like knocked out for a while, and the other guys, they came and found you, and you thought you were like, no, I'm good, nothing happened, and they're like, dude, you.
No. I mean,
you thought you threw him off or something.
I thought, the last thing I remember was him hitting me in the face, you know.
Yeah.
And
knocked
then
you out.
my next moment of clarity was me grabbing him by the horns and pushing him off. Here we go.
Oh, it's okay.
20% battery. We got to keep this quick.
There we go.
Wait, are you not plugged into a charger, Blake?
I'm not. I'm going to put these on Bluetooth.
Yes. Yeah.
There we go.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, because, dude,
Yarber's shaking and baking right now, dude.
We love it, dude. From the city of San Francisco.
Excellent.
There we go, baby. He's doing the switcheroo. He's plugging in. He's got the Bluetooth on now, so we're all dialed in there and got juice to the phone. He's running it off the phone.
Can you guys hear me?
Gotcha. Yes.
Okay. Where was I?
The bull fiasco.
Yeah. So I grabbed him by the horns and I pushed him off of me.
That's what you thought.
And I got up. Yeah. So I got up and I went over to my French teammates who were looking at me like this.
Yeah, wide-eyed. Oh, they
said, Blake, are you okay? And I was not okay, but I was going to tell him that I couldn't feel half of my face, that my body was on fire. I said, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, I'm okay.
Yeah. Oh,
so we went back to the house, and I was hurting. But I was trying to be tough like an idiot.
Yeah.
And so they had this part.
Could have been bad, dude, if you had something wrong with
oh yeah. Had I got a concussion or something like that?
Yeah, for sure.
Real bad.
Even worse.
And so I was telling this story, this recreation, with the girlfriends were over and they were saying, Blake, what happened? So I was telling them that I grabbed, he hit me and then I grabbed him by the horns and I threw him off. And my friends started laughing.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand why are you guys laughing?
Yeah.
And they said, Blake, you didn't realize that there was 10 guys pulling that bull from his tail?
Oh my God.
At 10 guys, what are you talking about? The bull just hit me. They said, yeah, the bull hit you and then kind of threw you around for a couple seconds. I don't know, 20 seconds like that. And then people grabbed the bull.
God.
I don't know. I don't know.
Dude.
Yeah.
But then people, long enough for people to have to come over, grab the bull by the tail and start pulling.
Whoa.
And then I woke up, grabbed the bull, and he pulled me up. I didn't push no bull up. He pulled me up. But in my mind, I was so aggro. I pushed him up.
Yeah.
No way.
My gosh. That's hilarious.
I can't even dumbbell this. That's
for the listeners, Blake's got a 50-pound kettlebell right there that he
just lifted up.
His pinky.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just look at it. It makes me stronger.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Dude. Okay, that's a good one. And then Yarber, another one that we absolutely have to get into. When you cut out, I forgot the details, but after one of the events, I believe you hiked from Paris to Norway.
With no food, no anything.
It was a 2-week adventure. Yeah, I see you laughing. This is a good one. This is high up on my list, and we're going to go through all the details on this.
Yeah. We couldn't figure out exactly where you started and where you finished, but can you give us the details on how it started, and then let's dive into that adventure a little?
Okay. But your details are a little skewed. So
are
you talking about the no eating?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
that was brutal, dude. Oh,
that was brutal. And that was the same trip, as a matter of fact.
No.
But that's what I'm saying. Exactly. Yeah. Like you walk from one country to another.
No,
you're
not.
Trip is Spain.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So not only did I get trashed by a bull, I then flew to Spain and ran with the bulls in Pamplona. And let me tell you, that's scary. Especially after you got smashed by a bull. That's
so you still did it. You did it again.
Yeah. I didn't want to. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to, but I still did it. That's how stupid I am. So I told the guys, I told them, I called Brandon Short. I said, Brandon Short, I'm not going to go with you to Spain.
Yeah.
I can't, dude. And he said, why? Why are you not coming? This is the trip of a lifetime. I said, well, I just tried to do it here in France and I got trashed. I mean, he knocked me out. I'm hurting. I can't sleep at night. I'm not going. He said, damn, that sucks, but don't be a pussy. I can't be a pussy, so I went.
Brandon Short.
So I'm in Pamplona. I'm hanging out with the dudes. You know, we're drinking wine. We're getting a little saucy.
Yeah.
We stayed up all night. We
Oh,
didn't go
boy.
to sleep.
Dude, hey, bro, you were concussed, bro.
Oh, that was worse than concussed.
Oh my God.
I mean, maybe we slept 2 hours before going running with the bulls, because the start of the running of bulls is 8 a.m. in the morning. Jeez. But you can't show up at 8 a.m. You know, you got to get your spot. So you got to be out there at 6 a.m. And we were out partying till 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. No, it was later, 4 a.m.
Yeah, for sure.
And maybe we slept 2 hours. Then we had to walk. You know, we got lost in the city of Pamplona trying to walk back. So maybe we slept 2 hours. Then we got back up and we found our spot. And we found a spot that was like 3/4 of the way back. And I was thinking, maybe I could do this. It seems pretty easy. They shoot that gun. I just start sprinting for that finish line, you know, and for
Yarber,
for the listeners that don't know how running with the bulls goes in Spain. If you run into the stadium before the bulls, you get booed. I didn't care. I was going to run into that stadium before the bulls. I did not care. I was going to be the first American gringo to do that. Yeah. I was like, I don't care. I've been hit before. Get me out of here. So, right, you know, it was like 7:45. These police officers started pushing everybody from halfway in the track out. They said, too many people, it's too dangerous, you guys got to leave. So we jumped out of the track and we ran all the way to the beginning. Oh. Well, I didn't know it was the beginning. Oh. We just ran around a couple buildings, you know, and we just jumped over a fence to get back on the track. Well, we jumped right in the beginning. I mean, I'm talking like the first 100 yards of this thing. And I'm, you know, I've already told myself, okay, I could do this last quarter. Well, I was already applied, you know, I was already going to do it. So now here I am in the very first 100 meters of this thing. and they're looking at me, Blake, what are you going to do? And I said, you're not faster than these bulls. I'm going to stand against the wall.
Yeah.
And they said, that's a great idea, Blake. You do that. Boom, the gun goes off. And I'm like, oh, shit, here they come. And I turned around, and there was nobody behind me. I was standing there alone.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, shit. So I'm standing up against the wall, and here comes these bulls. And this dude falls right in front of me. And I looked over at the bulls, and the bulls were going right for this guy. So I picked him up, brought him into me, you know, 10 bulls go by, and he's right here in my face. He goes, gracias.
Oh man, dude, that's crazy.
It was wild.
That's wild. But those are the dude, timeless stuff, right? I mean, probably, you know, maybe not the best decision ever to get back in with the bulls right after you got smashed, but look we're here talking about it, and you're okay.
I kind of think it's the best decision ever, because now you have a successful bull story.
There you go.
You couldn't just not have a successful bull story and quit.
Yeah, but there is 2 heats, so that was just the first heat. So then, like 30 seconds later, they let out a second heat, and I knew that. I think Oliver was telling me that there's 2 heats. You know, you want to be between the 2 heats. So I started to run, and this Spanish dude was like, whoa, where are you going? No more bulls. What?
Oh.
He says, yeah, it's over.
Oh, no. The guy you saved?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I don't know if it was the guy saved.
Yeah.
It might have been someone else.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Blake was going through PTSD. He doesn't remember half of it.
Yeah. I thought, damn, Oliver steered me awry. There isn't a second heat. And then all of a sudden I heard, balls! And I turned around, these massive dudes with long horns.
Oh, no.
Sweeping in. So I started running. I'm running as fast as I can, and I turn around to look, and there's Bear. And Bear has the same face of fright. But at that moment of seeing Bear's face of fright, which I probably had the same, I started laughing, and I couldn't run anymore.
I couldn't run anymore.
I had to hide again. I had to hide against the wall, and there's no like hiding spots on the track, you know. So I just I pushed my face against the wall. It said, "Don't look, don't look, don't look." And luckily, they ran past me.
Oh, good. It was a good story. It was a success.
Yeah.
Okay, dude. I thought you were gonna say the second heat took you out.
What did Bear do? Did he keep running?
Yeah, he kept running.
And he made it. He made it just fine?
No, none of us made it. None of us.
What do you mean?
Oh, I see.
Well, I went with a group of dudes, you know, Brandon Short, Brandon Fort, Zach Wake, Bear DeGidio. I think that was it. None of us made it.
What do you mean made it? Like if you don't die, I think you make it.
That's a good point. Well, the objective is to run into the stadium.
Oh, you guys
between the 2 heats of bowls. You want to run into the stadium after the first heat and before the last heat.
I see.
And it's not super easy, right? It is quite a feat. Well, none of us made it. You know.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Shout out to Bear DeGidio. He's got this awesome candy company he started now. The Hungry Bear, he's doing great. Yeah.
And so why is it so hard though? Like once the last little heat goes, if you just full on sprint, all of you guys are more athletic than majority of the people there, I'm sure. Why couldn't you make it? What's going on?
Because of this. It's all cobblestone. Yeah. And after the first heat of bowls goes, you're then running over the carnage. And I'm talking when I started running, there's like people lying down with blood, you know, they scrape
it's like that gnarly?
Well, you know, they've scraped
their knee, for sure.
You know, I'm painting a more gruesome picture, but yeah, there's people laying on the ground like holding their knees, you know, and there's it's not pretty, and everybody has gone partying the whole night before that, so everyone's drunk. So you're not running a ultra marathon with a bunch of athletes. You're running a ultra marathon on cobblestone with a bunch of idiots that have partied all night and they're still drunk. That's how it gets tough.
Okay,
that's how
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, dude, that's intense, Yarb. So
I met up with the dudes. You know, we're super happy to see each other. We just looked death in the face. You know, right in the corneas. And we've lived. So now we're on this bender to party, you know. Yeah. And so I got way too drunk. I lost my phone. I lost my wallet.
No.
And I barely made my flight to England.
Yeah.
And so my plan was to go up to Scotland and travel for a month.
So that's why you didn't, you were starving on this journey. We're going to get into that because you lost your wallet and your phone. Oh my God. Okay.
Like an idiot.
Jeez. Hey, it's party time, paintball party time after the event. And
sometimes you have to learn lessons the hard way.
Yeah, so that's right.
I reached out to this girl that I had met in Australia let's say a month before that. You know, I just met her a month before that. And I knew that she was moving back to England around this point of time. So I borrowed someone's phone on the flight. Yeah. And I logged onto my Facebook and I reached out to her and said, "Hey, look, I'm really in this pickle. Can you host me for just a night or two until I figure my situation out?" My wife, who is now that girlfriend who is now my wife, said, okay.
Yeah.
Random stranger that I don't really know. You know,
and Laura's her name. She's the sweetest girl in the world. And you guys also have a couple little dogs together, right? You got Hunter and what's the name of the other one? Chase, that's right. Yeah.
We got 2 little beagles, the hounds.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, she's the best, dude.
Yeah, so she brought me in and she fed me for a couple of days and then said, okay, now on your way.
Yeah.
Shuffled me out the door.
Good luck, buddy.
I reached out to my dad and he said he could get me some money, but it was going to take him a week. So I had a week to kill before I could get any money. So that started the process. So I never made it up to Scotland. I made it all the way up to the town of York in England, which is up in the.
I need to just point out a solid man fact right now. You did not ask Laura for money. You didn't.
She bought me a train ticket.
Yeah, what a sweetheart. But like, you know, that's kind of man code. You're like, yo, this is my girl. I'm not gonna like press her for money. No. I'm gonna be all right. You know, I'm gonna find a way. I'll get some food, and you know, I love that, dude. Yeah, and she helps you out. She got you.
She was nice. You know, she surprised me with a train ticket, and I don't think she was necessarily trying to help me. She was just trying to get me out.
Get the hell out of
life. You know, this guy's not going to leave unless I spend my money and get him out of here. So she bought me a train ticket up to York, which you know was I was trying to get to Scotland. You know, so that was in the direction of where I was trying to go.
Yeah. Damn.
But I didn't have any money, so I then decided from York I would just walk to Carlisle, which is on the other side of the country. So they have this old historic. It's kind of like the Great Wall of China in England. It's called Hadrian's Wall. It's built by the Romans, or in the Roman era when the Romans came over and conquered England.
Yeah. Wow.
And so I walked that for 4 days with no food.
No way. Oh my God. Wow. What was that like, dude? I mean, what was that like?
Yeah, it was exhausting. I had my whole life on my back.
Yeah. Dude, oh my God. And what were you?
But it was very clear. Yeah, you know, Tyler, you've probably fasted before, and Marcelo, you've probably fasted too. You know, you get that clarity when you're not always eating. You get this.
That's right.
Different sense of clarity.
It's true.
Fasting's great. We don't need food the way we think we do. It's a habit more than anything.
Right.
You don't. You need water. You have to have water. That's what you need because you're a water being. But the food thing is, you know, we are definitely consumption of mass quantities, as that Coneheads, I think they say that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, Tyler. You need a lot of food, otherwise you're pretty damn grumpy.
Yeah. That's true. This is
somebody get this man a burrito.
I know. I got one too many abs over here. I got to feed. You know. Oh man, yeah, it's crazy. My consumption's insanity.
So this was the same trip that you did, that you literally walked, you hiked to a different country. That was this trip.
That's the same trip.
This is crazy. Okay, can we tell the ferry story? If you don't want to, you don't have to.
The ferry story?
Yeah, when you're on the ferry.
Oh yeah, where you had to, like, you know, you had to do what you had to do to get some food, man. You know what I mean? It has to be done, bro. He didn't steal anything for anybody listening.
No,
out there.
I think these guys are implying that I waited for some people to finish eating and then I walked over there and started eating.
Absolutely.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
that's what he's saying.
I did not do that.
Okay, gotcha. I didn't think so.
Dude, I do that every weekend when I go to the zoo with my kids. What, you know, people are gonna leave the food there. I'm gonna eat it.
What's the problem? I sought after the cleanest people in the group.
That's right. And this was pre-COVID times, so there's nothing wrong with that. You know?
It's funny because Tyler was explaining you as such a naturalist, and if you really think of it, like we are animals first and foremost. Yeah. But you literally were just doing what you had to do to get. Was that this trip though? I don't think it was this trip.
That was definitely that trip.
Oh, it was. Okay,
sure,
God, dude.
But you were actually no. I'm sorry. I did do that on that trip, but I didn't necessarily tell anybody that side of the story. You know, there's so many stories within a story.
Oh, for sure. Especially with
that trip. That trip that you're talking about, Marcelo, is when I hiked across Norway. I flew up to a town called Tromsø in Norway, and then walked 400 miles to a town called Buda.
Jeez.
And that's what I want to get into, because you, again, I think part of this trip as well, like you were surviving off blueberries, like natural berries in bushes and stuff. Like you were literally just surviving, dude. And you are a survivalist, and it's actually kind of fitting. We had Hunter, you know, Zach, our boy from Crisis, on the last show, and he was on the show Survivor and had to do some stuff like that. But you've actually really done it, not for a game show. Like you've put yourself in the gnarliest conditions. And to me, it's like actually, and you know, I apologize if bringing that up was distasteful, but I bring it up because to me, it's a compliment. Like you are truly so self-sufficient in every aspect of your life. You don't need anything to survive. You will go make it for yourself, whatever it is. And I look up to that because I can't do that. You know, and you've actually taught me to do it better than I was able to before. But your stories have inspired me to just be more of a man, actually. That's kind of what it comes down to, is more of like, you know, the gritty, go get it. You know, this is how to make it happen. But
Yeah, I mean, the way that story goes down is that, sometimes on these adventures of mine, I didn't have enough money to make it happen, to make a very luxurious vacation.
Dude, you were squeezing everything out of life on these. You would go to a tournament and squeeze the life out of everything and just be in it, dude. It didn't matter. You were like, all right, I'm here. I've always wanted to see this my whole life. Tomorrow's not promised, man. Tomorrow's not promised. I'm going to live it now. And you are just such a specimen of living in the moment and just capturing moments. We talk about that on Dynasty, and you capture the most moments, dude. Some of these stories are just mind boggling.
Yeah. And real quick, a lot of it to show for players that are chasing a pro paintball career and they want to travel and experience things. That's a great way, because a team's often willing to buy your plane ticket, right?
Yes.
And so what you would do, Blake, is you would choose where they would buy, as long as it was kind of a similar price. You would get like a flight that would arrive into England and then out of somewhere else, and you would hike to that other country. But along the way, you would extend your trip, so it doesn't cost the team any more money, but you would extend your trip, bring your tent, and explore and see the world. And you have some of the just most amazing stories and experiences because of that, because of your willingness to, it's not the most luxurious, but it's better than luxurious, actually, in my opinion. I think your stories are phenomenal. And so for players, like, and not even just players, for people, like, I think that's a really good lesson in life, is squeeze what you can out of life, go and explore, make yourself uncomfortable, because the reward is so worth it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Squeeze it. Yeah. Up in Norway, I didn't think it was dirty. Sorry, not the country, to be clear. I was backpacking, and I think I had $300 in my pocket, but in Norwegian kroners is their currency up there. That's shit. Yeah. You ain't got shit. $300. What is that? 100 kroner? I don't know what it is. Very expensive country up there from the dollar's perspective. And so I really had to stretch my dollars. I was up there for almost a month, I believe it was, and I had 400 miles to get to my destination, to get my flight home. Wow. And so, with such a limited amount of money, I had to make do. So I mean, I was trying to fill in the voids. I learned that on that trip, that in their grocery stores, they have the bread slicers. You put your loaf of bread into a slicer and it chops off the ends. Nobody wants to take the ends, so I could go take a handful of ends for free. And I would, I was at least courteous about it. I'd say, can I go steal all the ends out of there? They were always cool about it. So that was the source of calories, and then one time I was waiting for the ferry, because I was going from island to island on my way down to Buda. And so as I was waiting for one of these ferries, there were some people eating at a cafe next to me, and they got up and left, and there's still some food on the table.
Yeah. That's all day, baby.
Dude, we as humans are so wasteful. And
That's
I didn't
the truth.
I didn't want to see them waste the food. So
of course,
I had to help them out. I had to help them out. It wasn't about the sounds coming from my stomach at that very moment. It's just, I didn't want to see them waste that food.
Yeah. I get it.
I mean, dude, I'm telling you, it has to be done, bro. You're on a mission of mercy. You know what I'm saying? That's a mission of mercy, dude. And we always talk about how strength and success and the right gears and a mindset to success come from struggling. And it's not always going to be glamorous. It's not always going to be this picture perfect story, but man, you squeezed everything out of life, and you learned so much, I would imagine.
I mean, frankly, you're not going to make it if it's glamorous.
No.
If your life is glamorous, you're not going to make it. Sorry, dude. Yeah. I hate to burst your bubble, but you ain't going to make it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to learn how to deal with both, to be honest.
You need to learn how to grind.
Yeah.
You need some hard steps in your life to teach you that, anything that's worth having is tough, and you need to get out there and be tough.
Yeah. Ain't no lie, because nothing's given out here. You got to earn every step in life, and we have to, we can also support each other and help each other get those things accomplished. We have great community, and we're so fortunate to be a part of the paintball community. Like we said, it's the best community for just nurturing growth, man, and people and players. It's just an amazing thing that we're a part of.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Totally. So, Yarb, let's talk about some of these hiking trips that you've been on. Again, there's been some amazing stories that you're like the grandpa sitting back in his rocking chair that just tells the most amazing stories, and like they're kind of never ending. And you have this cadence about you that when you tell these stories, that's so phenomenal in my opinion. But what's one of your favorite adventures?
Okay. This is one of my favorite adventures. I was, gosh, what event was this? You know, I can't remember what event it was.
Okay.
Maybe it was the Germany event. When we were playing out of what was that?
Bitburg.
Bitburg, thank you. Mm-hmm. So we played Bitburg, and then I flew down to Dubrovnik, and which is Dubrovnik, Croatia.
In that
Anyways, I flew into Dubrovnik, and I was going to backpack the Dinaric Alps. The Dinaric. So the Alps run across Europe and then dive down through Croatia, Herzegovina, through Montenegro, through Serbia, you know, dive down towards Turkey.
Okay.
And so I was gonna backpack through these Alps, and I've you know, and I had heard stories of how beautiful it was, so I'm just chasing stories that I've heard.
Yeah.
So I fly into Dubrovnik. I catch a bus into Sarajevo.
Yeah.
And man, if you haven't heard the story of Sarajevo, you need to go learn. I mean,
Can you give us the Cliff Notes?
Yeah, Cliff Notes. Okay. World War I started in Sarajevo.
Whoa.
When they killed the Franz Duke Ferdinand, which was the emperor of the Prussian Empire.
Wow.
So World War I starts there. And then in 2011, we're not talking that long ago.
Yeah.
They had a siege. Oh, I'm sorry. The siege ended in 2011, I believe. 11-year siege or something like that, where you couldn't go outside of the city and they were getting bombarded. It was the longest siege in history, I think. Shoot. Wow. Man, I better bite my tongue. Maybe
well, it's up there, you know, regardless.
Maybe it was 2001, maybe it was 2011.
Yeah.
Or I think it was 11-year siege, but
dang.
Yeah, terrible. Beautiful place though, and beautiful people. And so anyways, I get into Sarajevo and I explore it for a day, and then I catch a bus up into the mountains. And of course, I get off of the bus to get some supplies, and the bus leaves.
Oh, no.
And I don't speak Serbian.
Oh, God.
Or I think they speak a dialect of Slovakian or something like Slovak.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to figure it out, you know, and out there, the people are still old timey. So, you know, I approached this police officer and he said, "Get in, I'll take you." So I got in his police car and he took me up the mountain to where I needed to go. Wow. So I started this trek, and my plan was, in Europe, they have these mountain huts where the villagers come up into the mountain and they raise their cattle up in the mountain, and they graze the grasslands up in the fields. And so these villagers will commonly have a little hut up there, and they'll sell milk and cheese and some simple supplies. So my plan was that's where I would stop and resupply. Well, I don't know what I did, but they were all closed. And so I went from hut to hut to hut to hut, and still none of them are open. So I'm running out of supplies. I'm running out of energy. The running out of the energy is what's getting scary. And so I crested this peak, and it's beautiful. God, it's beautiful up there.
Wow.
I was in the national park of Shujeska.
Can you kind of describe the landscape a little?
Yeah.
What it looks like out there?
Okay. Very Sierras, you know, high Sierras. You know, it very similar, high alpine, you know, so you're talking I was right at the top of the tree line. So I'm looking down upon the trees. And what I mean by that is that the rainfall is, and the nutrition in the soil is so light that it can't sustain your average tree growth. So you might have a tree, but really you've left the tree line. And so I'm looking down upon trees. You have these beautiful wildflowers that can sustain it at that high altitude. Beautiful. Awesome. I'm running across these puff adder. Sorry, they weren't puff adders. They were, anyways.
Like a bird?
No, they were snakes.
Oh,
Europe's deadliest snakes. Most poisonous snakes. I kept running upon them. They were big fatties too.
Oh man.
Yeah, they were kind of cool. So, anyways, I'm coming down from this peak. Coming down from this peak, and I hear this down in the valley.
Great. Oh no.
Whoa. And I'm out here with nobody. I haven't seen anybody in days.
Yeah.
And I hear this, and I thought, what the heck is that? A Wolverine or something? What was that? A beaver?
Yeah. No.
So I keep going. Maybe another 8 hours later, I haven't eaten in, I don't know, 16 hours, something like that, because I'm trying to stretch my food supplies. Yeah. And I have a lot of miles to go. So I'm really trying to stretch it. So I'm getting tired, as one does, especially Blake. And I laid down in this nice patch of grass that was in the sun. There was a river down the way, so I could kind of hear it. It was a beautiful spot. So I laid down and I started to take this nap. And I wake up to this faint hum. And it gets louder. Until this Jeep comes around the corner. And I'm telling you, I've been walking for days. I haven't seen anybody. And now there's a Jeep.
Yeah.
And this guy comes up to me. He drives up to me and he rolls down his window and he's speaking in Slovak, and I say, I'm sorry, I only speak English. My apologies. And he says, are you here alone? I said, yeah, I am. And thinking back, I think that's a bad thing to say. Are you here alone is the first question. You always say, no, I'm here in a group. My buddies are just in the trees.
Yeah.
My buddies are just
they're just around the corner. They're on their way here. Yeah. In hindsight. But no, he was a good guy. And all of these people are great people out there.
Yeah.
And he says, I just saw the biggest wolf I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my God.
And I've been living in these mountains my entire life. This is the biggest wolf I've ever seen. So 1 and 2 start to add up. That sound was a wolf. And he said it was a she. She's been tracking me for a long time.
Oh God.
So, and here I was taking a nap.
Oh man.
The guy said that she was acting very suspicious and she was just on the other side of the tree line from me. So she was getting ready to pounce.
Oh my God. That guy saved your life.
Well, so what happened? Did he pick you up? Did he drive you somewhere?
Yep. So he said, look, in my experience, you are not safe right now.
Wow.
I highly suggest you get in the Jeep and I'll take you into town.
Wow.
And mind you, I had not eaten in a few days.
Yeah.
My food supplies.
How many days do you think you had not eaten anything?
Oh.
Probably a few days.
Well, no, I had eaten slight things, I was eating just a little bit. Okay. So how many days since I had eaten like a full meal? 3 days.
What were you eating? What kind of stuff were you snacking on?
Like beef jerky.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So you had like real kind of snacks, but like slight.
Yeah. But we're talking
just
like
enough to get bare minimum energy.
Bare minimum. Yeah. 2 sticks of beef jerky and we're talking small sticks of beef jerky.
Yeah.
Just enough to make your mind, to trick your mind into think that we're not eating.
That's right. Yeah.
Right.
To feed the belly a little and trick it. Yeah.
Right. And so when he said, I'll take you into town and you can, I'm I'm going straight to my restaurant. As soon as he said that, I was like, okay, I'm in with you. My man.
Yeah,
my
dude.
man. We're going to a restaurant? All right, let's go. Like, I'm hungry.
Dude, that guy saved your life.
Yeah. But it was very demoralizing because, it had taken me 3 days to get to this point. And I get into his Jeep, and within a few hours, we're already back to where I started. It took me 3 days to get there. I'm already back.
But you have your legs, and the wolf doesn't have them in his mouth, so that's good.
Yeah. But he was very cool. We stopped. He was up in the mountains. He grew up in those mountains, and he was picking wild vegetables in the mountains for his restaurant. So he was teaching me what I could eat. There was a point where I was backpacking through, and I was like, man, it smells just like onions. Yeah. Well, we stopped in that spot that I thought that, and he was picking wild onions.
So let me get this right. He just happened to come up into the mountains to get supplies for his restaurant, and stumbled across the biggest wolf he's ever seen in his life, and he's lived there his whole life. And noticed suspicious activity of this wolf that was hunting you and saved your life, dude. That is crazy. That's insane.
I mean, personally, I think that's one of the craziest stories I've ever encountered.
An angel. You had some I don't know how to explain that. That's divine intervention right there, dude.
I don't know how you haven't told us that story before.
That's insane.
That was man, I've been holding on to that one. That one's
a good one. That's a really good one. That's wild.
That's insane. I still can't wrap my mind. Yeah.
You've literally been grabbing life by the horns.
Yeah. That's right.
God dang, we love you, Blake.
Yeah, baby.
Man.
I do want to kind of dip back into the paintball aspect a little bit here more. And I just kind of want to pick your brain a little, Yarb. What is your favorite aspect of playing pro paintball for you?
Getting hunted by wolves?
Yeah.
No, it's hunting. It's hunting other people.
Yeah.
It's the hunting. I think that's my favorite aspect of paintball. It's the hunting.
Yeah.
It's challenging myself against other very good athletes.
Absolutely.
That's what really tickles my fancy.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. And we see it, bro. You are a natural born hunter out there, kid. You're getting them.
Hey, let me tell you, there's some good players in this league. I mean, real good. It is tough. It is tough.
I think it's tougher than it's ever been right now. Personally, I mean, the skill level is through the roof. All on the whole aspect of pro paintball. I don't think that the entire pro league has ever been sharper before. It's really cool to see everyone working their asses off and doing the work like we preach, and it's going to raise the level and give us opportunities to spread this sport to different avenues, because we're all showing how invested we are and how much we love this game, Yeah.
And I mean, I can't even tell you what players are good right now because there's so many.
Yeah.
There's just so many.
Yeah.
And they know they're good too, which is only feeding their fire. So that makes it tough because now I need to feed my fire more. To even keep up with these guys. I mean, it is tough out there. And,
it is. It's amazing.
What a great group of what a great community this paintball community is. We are competitors, and sometimes I do get a little angry, but at the end of the day, I love all these guys, all the competitors out there, Houston Heat and Impact and Thunder. I love all these players. They're all great guys.
They are. Yeah, you're right, Yarber. The paintball community is amazing, dude. They got so many great characters and people just playing for the love of the game. And, every once in a while you get to win out there, and that's pretty damn fun too.
And those Rooskies, those Rooskies.
Oh, baby.
They're funny.
I was waiting for you to mention them. They're your favorite team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do love them.
I love them.
They're
too.
great dudes.
They're awesome. Yep.
They're very humble. They work their asses off, and man, give credit where credit is due. Those guys are phenomenal athletes.
Tenacious.
Yes, tenacious.
Players.
I mean, they've rebuilt their whole franchise. What Kirill and Malloy, those were the old timers, and Golev, but everybody else is young kids that they've brought in and turned into superstars. Karslev and Smotrov.
Even Sergey appears as a veteran, but he's actually a relatively new player. Well, he's been playing pro, I think now 10 years. But he seems like he's one of the Russian Legion players. Yeah, I think 2011 was his, I could actually be wrong. Maybe he got on the team a little before that, but I remember 2011 New Jersey, I feel like was when he first kind of got some recognition in the pro ranks with the Russian Legion. I could be off on that. I could be off. But his story is crazy. He was just Fedorov's best friend, his roommate, and Fedorov decided to bring him out and train him for like 6 months and got him a spot on Russian Legion.
What?
Wow.
Oh, my God.
You guys didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, I mean, I heard it, but
yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, yeah, it's a tight-knit group, man. You just got to, it's kind of crazy. You got to get yourself into those circles. You got to find areas that have the players and buddy up, man, and show them that you're serious. And then you can have an opportunity to make those moves into the pro leagues if you want
buddy
to.
Up.
That's it, dude. And you got to work, of course,
Yeah.
And you got to try hip shooting like Yarber. You got to do all the different things that these players do. You should see Yarber shoot from the hip. It's like a work of art, dude. It's no lie. He holds people in when he does it. You can
stop it. No, it's not okay.
Dude, don't ever stop, Yarber. Hip shooters
for
life.
The only reason I'm holding people in is because the other guy on the other side of my gun is going, "Hey, look at this idiot on the other side of the field trying to keep me in with his hip. Look at this."
Yeah. But before we let you go, I know the wife's probably making a nice home cooked meal. God, if you guys don't follow her Instagram, I don't know if that's a public thing or not. If you mind, but she puts the most amazing meals up that she's always making for you guys. I love watching Laura's cooking. She needs her own cooking channel.
Yeah,
everyone's welcome. Please.
Yeah. But before we let you go, Yarb, I'm sure Tyler has a few more questions. I have one more for you. What advice would you give to players that are working their way through the ranks and want to chase that pro dream?
Great. I love that you circled around to this. Look, you got to be willing to put in the work, and you can't expect anybody to make it easy for you. If nobody's paying your way, guess what? You got to pay yourself, buddy.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way you're going to get up to the pro rank. You got to play paintball. And finding a sugar daddy to pay your way in paintball is slim to none. You're just going to have to fork that bill. I forked that bill, and I was happy to. And you can't make it you can't make it this sob story. Oh, I'm paying for paintball. Oh, this, oh, that. You're investing in yourself, and enjoy every second of it, and learn from investment.
Yes,
it's one thing to spend money, but it's another if you're spending money to learn from it.
Yeah.
In the hunt to get somewhere. So anyways, what I'm saying is if you want something, go get it.
Yeah. That's it.
I hear so many times that these really good players, why aren't you playing? Why did you not go to this event? Oh, I couldn't find anybody to pay my way. What? What? So pay it yourself. Get on a team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to be a pro paintballer. Oh my God, that drives me nuts. That drives me nuts.
Especially for you, because you lived it, you did it, and you're like, no, I'm not going to take that BS story right now, if you say you want it, right? So show me. I want to see the details, show us where you're headed.
And I'm not saying don't value yourself,
of course.
Of course you have to have value for yourself.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying that your value is worth
you got to earn it. You got to earn that value.
Your value is not worth someone else's dinner plate. As in, if they can't afford dinner to pay for your paintball, sorry, you're not that valuable, and there's very few people that are that valuable, and we're talking about like top level pro guys. And so even when I got into the pros, I still wasn't, I still didn't see myself taking.
sorry, that was when you were still chopping at the bit. You were happy to get a plane ticket to go internationally. Yes. You would go almost everywhere just for the trip. And now you have built the reputation to where you earn getting paid to go to these places. Whereas in the beginning it was, I'm just happy to go. I'm going to come. I'm still learning. I'm going to show my value. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to make myself valuable to your organization in Europe or in Australia or in South America. And then, you know, maybe next year or the year after, now I could start asking, hey, here, I want 500 an event. Now I want 750, now 1,000. You know, you have to put in the work. You know, when I first started, I taught clinics. I would charge like $250 when I was 17, 18 years old. Like, hey, I don't deserve to be paid a lot. I don't have the experience and the pedigree. You know, I just want to start learning and building. You have to be willing to do that in professional paintball. Otherwise, you're never going to get to the spot you want to be.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got to make those sacrifices. You know, you can't overvalue yourself. That's important.
Right. Yes.
And I love what you said, Yarber, about just, you got to go get it. If you're serious, then you got to, you know, pick yourself up by the bootstraps, whatever you got to do, and go get it done. Just get it done. Whatever it is, if you're really serious about it, whether it's, you know, becoming one of the best Dorito players to play in pro paintball, moving down the field, doing all these things, going pro, whatever it is that your goals are, man, just attack it and really be serious with yourself and do the work. And if you have to pay some money, you're going to have to do that for a little while until you can earn what we're talking about here. And it just takes time and repetition, and you have to be faithful to the process. And then anything can happen in that space, you know?
Yes.
I love that, Yarber. And just one thing before you go, dude, you have got to go to Panther Meadow in Mount Shasta. They have a Panther Meadow out there.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Wow,
I don't know if I've ever told you that, but there's Panther Meadow
I didn't know that.
that I went to. It was probably a couple of years ago, but obviously made me think of you while I was up at Panther Meadow, you know?
Great. I'm decking the rig out, the van.
Yeah, dude. I know.
So
you got to get out of the city and get to the nature, because I know how much you love nature. I actually was fortunate enough to go up to Sedona this weekend with the family, and we just tapped in with the nature. There's nothing better than that, Yarber, and you're one of the guiding lights for me. And I know Marcelo, getting tapped into nature and just connecting, you know, it's all about the connection.
We got to plan a camping trip. I would love if we got to. I know
that.
we were talking about this, but Dynasty, whoever can go, me, you, Ty, Yosh, whoever wants to go, but that would be really awesome. Weather's going to be getting pretty good here in a little bit. We should make it happen. Let's put something together.
It was one of the highlights of my life when you came and met us out in Joshua Tree.
That was awesome. It's one of my highlights too. Goodness, you know.
We had some greats out there. Dalton and his little family. You know, that was
dude,
great.
I know.
Joshua Tree.
That
was beautiful too.
Dude,
please.
I remember I woke up in the middle of the night out there, like 2-3 in the morning. I had to go to the bathroom, so I left my tent walking out, and it was just a full moon, super bright, and you could just see it like this magnificent purple Van Gogh style looking sky with all of the Joshua trees. It was insane. It was so gorgeous. I want that. I want that back.
Yeah. Those Joshua trees are pretty interesting trees, man.
Very, very unique. There's a very select microclimates that can sustain that life. You know, I think the other is over in like Jerusalem or something like that.
Whoa, interesting. That's crazy. Yeah, those trees are super funny looking. If you're ever out in the Southwest area, check out the Joshua Tree. They have forest, whole Joshua Tree forests out there.
Yeah, that's another little fun fact. You're like a plantologist. Is that even what it's called?
Yeah, he is.
It is. You are.
You know, this is something I just learned recently, that the DNA of a tree is the closest DNA to a human.
What? That's crazy.
Something like that. Yeah. You know, I think it was DNA.
The monkey and the tree. That's where we got it.
That's right.
That's right.
Awesome.
So anytime you ever see me staring at a tree, now you understand.
Yeah, family.
Looking in the mirror.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
How did I from that?
Yeah.
Well, you didn't, you know. Yeah, never mind. No more jokes.
Hey, everybody, go to field1paintball.com.
Yes,
also,
check out the Panther gun.
Yeah, check out Yarber's Panther gun. Super sweet design he did on that. Field 1 Paintball is obviously killing it. We all have our signature series, and Yarber has this dope panther print on his that's looking really sharp.
It's really sick. And then, hey, Yarb, where can people keep up with you on Instagram, stuff like that?
Yeah, it's Yarber44.
Yarber, Yarber 44.
Yeah, check out the adventures. He's got a bunch of cool pics on there of playing paintball, adventuring around, and
Laura's too for the cooking. We gotta follow that. That's the best.
Yeah, only do that though if you can get access to some sort of food, because you will be hungry.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, but you know what? She does such a great job of like almost like thrifty cooking, and it seems like these like really 5-star meals, but it's all kind of low budget, easy to do. You know, it's just she puts it together really nice. She cooks with a lot of love, you can tell.
Yeah,
and it's spectacular. How do they find her?
I'm very fortunate. That's a great question. I don't know her handle.
I think it's Laura Yarber. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I'm gonna find it real quick.
It's changed a few times in my defense.
It has. Yeah. Okay. And
Yarb, dude.
Yarber 1. Oh,
sorry, Marsh.
No, it's okay. Yeah, she does have a few different ones. And what's the cooking one? Okay, yeah, dang. Sorry, Yarb. So it's Laura Yarber 1 is one of them, but I don't think that's her. I don't think that's her cooking one. I think she turned one into an actual channel. Guys, you're gonna have to hit up Blake on the gram, and he's
right.
Bottom line. Thank you, everybody.
Please send me the question. I'd like to link you in.
Yeah, dude.
I'd like to make you hungry.
Yeah, it'll make you really hungry. You can see he's frothing at the mouth right now. He's ready to eat some dinner. And Yarber, dude, thank you for being one of the greatest dudes in pro paintball. You're one of the most selfless teammates that anybody could ever ask to play alongside. You just have the best heart for paintball and for life. And we appreciate you so much for coming on the show. And just love you so much, dude. And can't wait to hopefully see you soon once we get out of this madness.
The lucky one is me to experience you guys. You guys are great.
It's all love, brother. Absolutely, man.
Love you guys.
Love you too, brother. We'll see you soon. All right.
Love you.
I can't wait to yell at somonne else on the paintball
Yeah, I
field.
know. We gotta go.
Soon, I hope.
Yep, very soon, guys.
Get out, stupid.
Having fun.
All right. Love you guys.
Hi, boys.
Love you, Yarb. Later, brother.
Later. Bye.
Oh my goodness. Blake Yarber, ladies and gentlemen, what a guy. Honestly, one of the best people in the entire world. I can't tell you how much I love him. I really can't. I know Tyler feels the same. He's just a genuine person, one of the best. And if you have met Blake and become friends with him, you are honestly a very lucky individual, because he is just one of the most down-to-earth, amazing people that I have ever seen walk the face of this earth. So we really hope you enjoyed the show, and we definitely have to have him. We're going to have him back on soon to tell more travel stories, because that is really where the gold is with Blake. He has so many amazing stories. Just what an awesome guy. With that said, everybody, if you guys want, you can head over to ptgpaintball.com. We have some merchandise on there. You can become a supporter of the show with our Patreon. We really appreciate it. Our website is brought to you by Rusty Glaze from Constant Pursuit. Rusty does an awesome job building these websites. He builds a lot of websites for a lot of different paintball companies, fields, stores. If you're an entrepreneur, if you own your own business, you're a field owner, anything like that, and you want a website to make to kind of legitimize your business, Rusty's your guy. Reach out to him. He definitely knows what he's doing. He does a fantastic job, and he has a lot of great services to provide. Again, you can check his stuff out at constantpursuit.com, and you can check our stuff out at ptgpaintball.com. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you very soon.